definitely didn't know it. It was just one of those things that was kind of going on. And I knew that's what I wanted to get into. So I started doing it just to kind of put a little content out here and there or whatever while I was, while serving and things like that. And when I started to think about it, like, man, all these things that I'm learning about, in finance, why didn't I know this as a child? And I asked my dad, I said, Dad, why you never brought us stocks or anything like that? And he said, son, I didn't know you could do that. He said, nowadays y'all can pick up your phone and buy stuff or whatever. He said, for me, I would have to drive to Atlanta and go to a stockbroker. Then I had to have so much money and whatever. So we didn't have the access. Like I didn't know I could do that. So my why started to build around, what if my dad knew how it would have changed my life or maybe my brother's life or whatever. So I thought about we had a bunch of adult content out as far as like teaching adults and credit repair. Everything was more built upon repair, repair, repair. And, using my Navy knowledge of preventive maintenance. What are we doing to prevent this from happening?
I see.
And, so I started thinking, well, what can I do to kind of prevent this from happening? Because it doesn't matter what a child does. Doesn't matter if they become an athlete, they become a singer or engineer or whatever, they're going to have finances they're going to have to deal with. So I decided to take it upon myself, and I now have a 10-year-old son, but I think at that time he was about 4 years old. And he used to bring home books all the time. His name is Wesley. So he used to bring home books all the time that said absolutely nothing. It would be like the cat jumped over the hat, that the whales made friends with the cat, and then they went off and, I don't know, rode a giraffe back into the forest or something like that. And it would absolutely say nothing. No offense to them. I know a lot of it was underlining lessons of learning how to say words and recognize animals and things like that. And I was like, man, in 10, 12 years, you need to know some real, you're going to be pushed off into the world of knowing about finances. We need to be talking about investing and credit and insurance and real estate and taxes and those things. So, I just started to write the book Wesley Learns to Invest. That was my first book I self-published back in 2015.